Alright, people, I'm gonna do a rant for a second of why I am never going to buy a Whirlpool made dryer ever again. So, this starts when I moved into a this starts when I moved into this apartment in 2022. And about 2 months after I walked outside, I was walking to my backyard, and my neighbor's apartment right next to us, I see a dryer. Here's a picture of it. Just probably the best picture I have of it. And I asked what was wrong with it, and they said the element was bad. So I asked if I could have it. They said yeah. So I brought it in, plugged it in, and it worked fine, but it just wasn't heating. So when I went to my dad's house, my papa has like this appliance graveyard kind of thing. So I went to another dryer, which was I think it was a 2001. I have no clue. It was actually, yeah, it was a 2000, I think. Here, I'm gonna look up the model number later after I'm recording and put the picture up right here of when it was made. So yeah, that's when it was made. And I brought it home, plugged it up inside of this dryer. This dryer that I found at my neighbor's apartment was a 2001 Roper, by the way. So, put the element in, plug the dryer back in, turn it on, put some clothes in, and it heated fine. The clothes came out hot. So, that's off with that first dryer. It worked fine. It was just the drum was really small, and the timer, like the max you can set the dryer to, was 30 minutes on time dry. You can't even get anything, barely anything dried with 30 minutes on time dry. So we ended up getting rid of it, and we bought a Maytag set on Marketplace. The washer was a 2009 and the dryer was a 2010. Here's a picture of that. So that worked fine for about 8 months, about 8 or 9 months, until what I thought the element went out. So I bought another one, put it in, but that didn't work at all. And I checked the connections, did everything I could, couldn't get it to fix. I think it may have been something to do with the timer. So then, a couple months later, went on Marketplace. Then we bought what was supposed to be a GE, but what they brought us was a 2008 Amana. Here it is. It worked for like a couple days, and then the same thing that happened to it happened with the Maytag. Tried the same element, wouldn't work. So, a couple months, didn't have a dryer until I went to my papa, asked him if any of the other dryers worked. And there was one, and it was a 2004 Roper, but it was a little bit bigger, and it had much more settings. It did not have a drum light, though. The Maytag did, though, but this Roper did not have a drum light. It was not as much as base model, but it was a step up from the base model. It worked. I liked the dryer. It was just rusty as shit. That's really all I have to say about that dryer. And then the element went out. So okay, so here's what happened with 2004. So I went to put a load of clothes in. I close it up. I turn the timer on. I didn't even click the start button, but the thing already just started heating without me clicking start, or the drum wasn't turning. And I tried clicking start, nothing would happen. The only thing that happened was the element was just heating straight up. No noise, no nothing, just that. So, and I couldn't get it to turn off, and I put the timer on off, and the element was still running. So I was like, yeah, I'm getting this thing out of the laundry room. So now it's just sitting in my room. Here it is right now, sitting in my room, with a couple agitators on it. And then, this isn't a Whirlpool made, but then we bought a 2005 Maytag Neptune. At first, the board was not working. So I made it do this. This is about it. Yeah, I tried doing this, see if I would start it. Nothing else. Well, it was, but it just wasn't doing anything. And somehow I got it to work again. Y'all, I made it work. It sounds great too. And it heated up fine. It worked really good. But when I opened it up like 20 minutes into the cycle, I smelled what I can only imagine was a mix of Perel hand sanitizer and fucking Bounce dryer sheets. It did not smell good. And my dad thought it almost started an electrical fire. So I took a look inside of it, and there was a wire right next to the element, and it was like covered in duct tape and and the whole metal part of it, of the connector, was blue. I don't think if it has electrical tape on it, then I'm pretty sure it wasn't safe to use at all. So that's pretty much why I'm not going to use or buy any fucking Whirlpool dryer ever. Never in my life am I going to buy another Whirlpool dryer. I would much rather buy a Samsung. Anyways, I'm done with my rant about Whirlpool dryers. And also, I do have a video I found on my phone about the 2001 Roper dryer. It's the only video I have that I found of it actually working with on the inside view of it running. And here's the video. Oh, and also, I want to point out, none of these dryers have made it to a year. None of these dryers have lasted us a year at all. Don't even get me started about the heating situation with those Whirlpool dryers, because they used to have like these big elements that would, it's the same canister, but it was a bigger element that would heat better. Here's one from like 1991. And then the newer ones today that they started putting in them, I think maybe 1999, is just like one of those shorty style elements that you could just pull off. Which, ironically, all of the Whirlpool made dryers that I have had used them. Also, here's a picture of the inside of a Whirlpool dryer. Take a look at the back. Notice how both the heating element and the exhaust are both on the back right next to each other. This means that the hot air is being cooled immediately when the dryer starts heating. This means it has reduced heat which means it won't heat your clothes that much. It'll just get a little bit hot, but it won't really heat your clothes that much. I guess Whirlpool is just built like Joan Jett. They don't care about their reputation.